Hail Metal Nation! It is time for another metal promo review. I am Tim, that's Doug, and that's Matt, and we are going to read these metal promos and then decide how many ears we will be devoting to said item being promoed, where applicable. All right. Let's dive right in.
What's
that
about?
Israeli thrasher SINNERY announced UK tour dates with Sworn Amongst and new video Share This off upcoming EP Below the Summit. Let's see. Below the Summit out September 2023 via Exodus Stratagem Records. UK tour dates. All right, here they are as written. September 18th, The Cobblestones, Bridgewater, UK with Sworn Amongst. September 19th, The Blackheart, Camden, UK with Sworn Amongst. September 20th, The Hairy Dog, Derby, UK with Sworn Amongst. September 21st, Fuel Rock Club, Cardiff, UK with Sworn Amongst. September 22nd, The Gryphon, that's how it's spelled, Bristol, UK with Sworn Amongst. September 23rd, The Cavern, Exeter, UK with Sworn Amongst. Okay, you don't have to say it every goddamn time. I get it. And
I was noting a commonality.
And you should see the well, I'll show you the tour poster in a minute. Sworn Amongst is like way huge on the tour poster, and they're real little. Anyway, Israeli thrasher SINNERY announces they will be touring the UK this coming September as an opening support for Sworn Amongst. The band is gearing up to unleash their new EP, Below the Summit. Thrash metal fans should brace themselves for an onslaught of unrelenting aggression across 5 tracks where SINNERY have harnessed the essence of true thrash, delivering a sonic storm that will leave them and critics alike gasping for breath. The band's first single, Share This, was written when COVID first started, and it reflects on losing touch with what actually matters and being consumed by social media. The band comments, quote, "We're super excited to finally release Share This. It's a song that injects extra energy into any venue we play it in, and is probably one of the heaviest songs we've written. We wanted to combine new elements into our music, and this one has some striking SINNERY riffs. Share This is about how technological progress has stripped us from our humanity and the way that social media is used to get some crazy messages into our head where some of us cease to think for ourselves any longer." They were formed in mid-2010 when Aiden and Alon met at music school in Herzliya, Israel, and were hitched together to play in a band. It didn't lead anywhere right away, but after a few years of pursuing other interests, they eventually revived, and the band took the form it has today. According to the band, writing Below the Summit was a very productive and consistent process. They really bled those songs out. SINNERY believes that all of their existing fans will find these 5 tracks implement what they are all about in the most concise way yet, from catchy choruses to parts heavier than ever before. They feel this is their most complete work yet. Below the Summit is recommended for fans of Metallica, Power Trip, and Trivium. Out September 29th, 2023. Track listing: Somber, An Ode, parentheses, Knife of Erato. We just want you to Share This, and Serene. All songs performed by SINNERY, all songs written by SINNERY, produced by SINNERY, I get it. Mixed by Ari Aronovich, mastered by Ari Aronovich. EP artwork by Jewel 1349. EP band lineup: Alon Carnielli. He's not a good boy. It's not a Italian spelling. Hey. Vocals and guitars: Aiden Kringle guitars, Sar Tuvi on bass, and Liam Fine on drums. There is no Bandcamp link here, and there's no band photo, but what I do have is there's the artwork. It's like the misty mountain in the distance, gloomy fog veiled mountain, and then I don't know, that like the lake of fire they're crossing, the river Styx. Okay, and then the aforementioned tour poster. So right there in huge letters, it says "Sworn Amongst," and then I don't know, a third of the size and sinners. All right, so what do you got? I know they're excited to open for Sworn Amongst, but I don't care about Sworn Amongst, and you didn't have to say it more times than your own band in this thing.
Is this a promo review of the tour or their last record?
They're both in there. So I'm gonna knock half of it off right now for for the tour, because it doesn't tell me anything other than the dates, and they really want you to know this other band is who they're playing with. So I don't know, the EP could be cool, so I'm gonna give it 80% of one ear, so that would be 4/5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that seems about right. I mean, I think there's a big problem with the overload. Well, first of all, there's lots of repetition and unnecessary wording, and really release 2 promos, release a tour promo and a record promo. Because of these violations, I unfortunately must give it 1/trillionth of an ear.
Out of respect for the current political crisis in Israel, I'm going to give it 1 year and move on.
All right, next, Rockshot Records. The Devil Is By My Side in the next music video quest from Dragonheart. New album, The Dragonheart's Tale, out August 2023. Brazilian fantasy power metalers Dragonheart will release their 5th studio album, The Dragonheart's Tale, this coming August 2023 via Rockshot Records. Revealing their first single, Dragonheart's Tale, this past June, the band has their next track to unveil in the lead up to the new album's release. Accompanied by a music video, The Devil Is By My Side is about the character The Blacksmith, who is known from previous Dragonheart album stories and is loved by fans. Vocalist Eduardo Marquez explains, this track tells how Blacksmith sought a weapons master in a guild but used forbidden magic to make them. He is banished from the guild and sent into exile. He swears they will one day need him when dark times come. Blacksmith music anvil was used, and this is what it says. Blacksmith music anvil was used, and the solo part now as riff connecting the 2 songs, and Thiago does a take on the plate as if he was forging a sword. With an 80s feel and influence from Accept, this song is perfect to play live, with many quotes from the first song released in 2002 and on the second album. The Devil Is By My Side has the potential to be a power/true metal hit. And then there's quite a few paragraphs coming up. So, all right, here we go. Dragonheart members are longtime friends and play songs with medieval and fantasy atmospheres. Some members are fans of RPGs, movies, and video games, as well as medieval music, Renaissance music, sailor songs, Celtic songs, 80s heavy metal, and German power metal. Their new album, The Dragonheart's Tale, is 52 minutes of power metal music of their own fantasy stories divided into 3 acts. The first talks about sea and pirates, the second about blood battles, and the third about magic and fire. The album features 10 tracks covering many styles of power metal, with acoustic tavern music and an orchestrated track, voiceovers, and sound effects stitching together the narrative of the fantasy world created by the band. The work is rich in instruments and vocal arrangements worthy of a band with 26 years on the road. It also features guest vocals from Henning Basse from Metallica and Firewind on Ghost of the Storm, and was mixed and mastered by Frederick Nordstrom, Dream Evil, Hammerfall, along with the album cover artwork by Andreas Marshall, creator, King Diamond, Blind Guardian. The album also marks the return of the band's original vocalist, Eduardo Marquez. The band explains, quote, on our last album, Battle Sanctuary, we went towards a darker path. And now, with The Dragonheart's Tale, we wanted to return to our original roots. This is an epic power metal record with medieval influences capable to put our fans to enjoy the fantasy stories. They are songs that old bards used to play, telling legends in taverns of the olden days. All right, there's more. I'm going to skip it. I don't see a Bandcamp link. when I say more, I scroll down quite a bit, and this is still there.
Wow.
So let's see. Here is that the single cover or the artwork? This is the single cover. All right. So the single cover is, it looks like it belongs on a Magic the Gathering card. Probably green, perhaps. No, not green. I'm sorry. I'm looking at it, and there's green clouds. That's why
it's clouding your judgment here.
It is. The mana you'd tap for this would be Swamp and Mountain, I would say.
Yeah.
So just picture
Definitely.
the artwork for that. And there's like dragons flying around. So, and it's like a rocky crag that has had a pathway carved up, spiraling to the top where there's some sort of temple. Maybe some white mana as well. Who knows? And then there's a bridge coming out of the mountain. I feel like Mid-Journey could make this very easily. So Dragonheart's logo, by the way, is nice and pointy, but like very legible. It's very thrashy power metal, I would say.
What do you think of the N and the H like that?
I see what they're going for, but the H looks like a backwards N.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking if they sell, if that's like a discrete symbol the band uses, it's worth the lack of clarity if they can put that on merch.
Yeah,
but I can't tell. They don't seem to have a website.
Yeah, like the Sonata Arctica logo, their little emblem is the two A's. So Dragonheart's little emblem could be this N and H that are nice and symmetrical. Here is the album artwork. And it looks like an early Blind Guardian album cover to me.
Yeah.
So it's like there's a bar fight with bears inside. Oh, no. A bar fight with people wearing wolf skins inside an old-timey tavern, like a medieval tavern. And it is there. And there's a picture of three of the guys. And they are, I don't know, it seems like they went to a nice old restaurant and took a picture in front of the bay window.
Yeah. Like it's someone's parents' anniversary, like 50th or something, right? And they're like, oh, this is a great time to take a picture of the band.
And
it was kind of like they're in the resorts casino in Atlantic City. The low lighting.
Yeah, and they what kind of hair do you want? Because they got it all. They got none, they've got long, and they got a little long. So there you go. No short hair. It's either somewhat long or none at all. Okay. I have very strong feelings about this. This sounds exactly like it was written for me. The band is like a concept band, so it's got to be like Rhapsody. They clearly love Blind Guardian. Dragonheart, you may remember, is Dragon Force's original name, but they couldn't use it. Is it because of these guys? I don't know. But they're getting away with being Dragonheart. Anyway, 2 ears, full points. I'm all in. I'm going to get this. So... And that album cover looks like it's made for a vinyl, so we'll find out if they make it on vinyl.
Yeah, this style is so like it's either fantastic or a complete miss, but I'm intrigued. So it's a 1.5 years.
So I'm somewhat at a impasse here. I, like Tim, am very intrigued by this band. I like what they're doing. However, I feel bad. I can't give them a full 2-ear endorsement because there's lots of bad behavior here. The bad behavior that I don't want to encourage is also that which I love this band for. So I will give them 1 ear and 999,999,999,999 trillionths of an ear. Therefore, I'm not wasting the remainder of that 1/1,000,000th of an ear that I gave to the previous band and giving them a very nearly 2-ear score.
You are it's like talking to my son who just likes to rattle off impossibly long numbers that he doesn't understand.
Hey, I would like to point out that rattling off impossibly too long things is something this band enjoys.
All right, last one. Stygian Fair pay homage to Viking heritage with new video Masters of the Sea. New album Aradia out August 2023. That's like Arabia, but with a D. Sweden's
Okay.
Stygian Fair will be releasing its new album entitled Aradia this coming August via Rock Shots Records. By the way, this record company, I keep seeing Rock Shots and I think of Metalocalypse. Let's rock talk. Anyway, it is the band's fourth full length and follows Equilibrium 2021, Nadir 2022, and the debut Panta Ray 2018. Formed originally in Umeå, Sweden, Stygian Fair's new album Aradia features new vocalist guitarist Andreas Stoltz, Binary Creed, Hollow, along with Emil Holmqvist, guitar, on Anders Hedman, bass, and P.O. Jonsson on drums. The music is heavy, pondering, and a unique blend of new and old heavy epic metal. Featuring 10 tracks of assorted AOR melodic metal.
Okay.
Pause, dramatic pause there. Aradia will touch and transport listeners to a place where melodies, words, and musicianship become emotion and images. We rely on good melodies, and the rhythm section is, as from the beginning, vital to the band's sound. Now that Andreas is in the band, there is more room to play around with the guitar parts, so that might be something different with this album, but we think that old fans won't be disappointed with Aradia. Aradia is that's the end of the quote. This is a monument of honest metal. The band has no ambition of jumping aboard any current music fads, but does whatever they like and feel works when they play together. There are softer songs and heavier songs, but all of them will convey something to fans, especially those who enjoy Rush, Memento Mori, or Tad Morose. Quote, Aradia is one of those albums you'll return to many, many times. We made it heavy, metal, and totally honest. There's beauty here. There's sadness, anger, loss, and longing. There things you'll be able to relate to. That's important to Stygian Fair since you're important to us. Why else would we be doing this? We're really pleased with the diversity of the songs. Plenty of heavy guitars, drums that propel and persuade, a bass that moves and grooves, plus, of course, singing that speaks to your soul in whispers and screams. We think you'll like it, adds the band. Today, the band shares their new music video for the second single, Masters of the Sea. Quote, since we come from Sweden, we are most likely descendants of Viking warriors. Perhaps that's why we wrote the song and also tried to compensate a bit for all the pillage and such by switching perspectives during the chorus to the victims. This song is a must for anyone who finds songs about swords and drake ships hard to resist, adds the band. The album's out August 25th, and way more paragraphs, but I'll finish up by reading the track list of Aradia. Okay. All right. Ancient Lies, Masters of the Sea, Aradia, Tapping of the Vein, Let It Go. Does not say if that's a Frozen cover. Panopticon, spelled with a K, Unto Oblivion, Grief Collector, Tainted Dream, Devil in the Details. Album length exactly 41 minutes, which fits on an LP.
Okay.
All songs and lyrics written by Stygian Fair, cover art and design by Anders Hedman. The album was recorded and mixed by Nils Johansson at Ballerina Studio, Umeå, Sweden. All right, and then there is the artwork. It's some chick in a city walking away from the camera.
It's different on Metal Archives. This looks, unless that's the single cover.
Could be. Here's the cover for Masters of the Sea. It's a Viking sword on a beach. Yeah, and then here's the band. The drummer seems like he knew there was a picture, and everyone else is in the midst of smiling. Guys, this is going in the promo. Only the drummer heard. Yeah. So
let us know when you're ready.
Showing perspective of the victims is not very metal.
True.
Yeah, this whole band seems like something that should be discussed on your progcast.
Yeah.
Not this one.
Yeah. And
I don't like well, I don't want to I guess making snap judgments is the metal thing to do.
Right.
So that I don't like panopticon. Matt, what's the term for like a artful alternative spelling?
I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah. Well, I find it annoying. It's a C, not a K.
Oh, okay, like a consonant substitution there. Oh, that's
There's a term for that.
yeah.
they mentioned Rush. I don't like Rush. So, but I will give this band that only has one guitarist. No, wait, they said they had two. I'm sorry. I'll give it. It can't tie with the first band we talked about. So it's got to be more than 1 ear, but it's nowhere near 2 ears. So I'm gonna go with. Oh, I only gave the first one 80% of an ear. So I'll take that extra 20% and add it to this. So this will be 1 1/5 of an ear. So probably this ear with the fifth.
I'll go up to 1 1/4. I'm genre quibbles aside. I'm probably really going to like this.
I'm gonna give it 1 ear pie.
1 ear pie.
Yeah, pie.
No.
1 ear. Whatever 1 and a pie of ear, like
Well, that's
ear over pie.
ear over pie.
Yeah, ear over pie.
Okay, because you're dividing by 3 and not. That's
Yeah,
why I
no.
was
So
confused.
it's 1. So 1 ear and then ear over pie.
Okay.
As a
Right,
you know.
right. I got you. Well, I can tell you what that is. What's 1 divided by pi? That's about a third. 0.31830988618, which used to be my phone number. So
Now you're reading a long pedantic number.
yeah, let's see. I wonder where my son got it from.
Is it a malapropism, Doug?
Probably. Yeah, that sounds right. Like, so it should be Grief Collector with a K. That should at least be consistent.
Yeah.
All right, until next time, Metal Nation, keep your power metal band story going throughout all the albums. Man, I gotta get better at outros. Yeah, and I'm gonna go listen to that band right now. So fuck you.
Podcast them down, your favorite AOR preview podcast.